So hello everyone and welcome to a little video where I am kind of asking your opinion what game you would like to see me play next. I am planning on finishing with the Stanley Parable and Sanitarium Let's Plays relatively soon, and of course continuing my other Let's Plays and for example taking Jacket Alliance 2 back on the list as well. But after this I would really like to start with one new Let's Play, and I was thinking about the different games that I might like to play. I probably would like to play all of these at some point or another, but well, I can only have as many, well, I was thinking that maximum 6 or something like that of active Let's Plays is way more than enough, so maximum 1 can be started at the moment. So let me tell you a little bit about this game. Like you can see in the first top there is Faster Than Light, which I think is a little bit like a space strategical tactical game. I don't actually know too much about it because I really haven't wanted to know too much about it. I want to discover how it all works when I start to play it, but I think I would enjoy it nevertheless. Then next up would be the very classical Fallout 1, which would be the very first one that I would want to be playing from the Fallout series. Fallout 2 would be on a playlist as well at some point, but Fallout 2 at least I have played a little bit previously. So unfortunately as such, because it would be nice if it would be a blind Let's Play, but it's not. Fallout 1 on the other hand is completely blind. The only things that I know are things that I've heard from Fallout 2. Like, I do know that I would be a vault dweller, that's kind of obvious. And then a little bit about the super mutant things, but otherwise I have no idea how it exactly all would be playing out. And I would be aiming to play it a little bit more like a role-playing game. I don't think Iron Man mode in it would be in any way logical for me to take when I don't know the game at all. But yes, role-playing definitely, as much as possible when I don't really know too much about it. Then next up would be Might and Magic 6, which also would be a blind Let's Play because I've never played it previously. I have played Might and Magic 7 completely through, but Might and Magic 6 never ever. So I would really love to play it at some point and maybe continue later on to Might and Magic 7 as well. And then next up would be the newer Xcom Enemy Unknown. I have not played it yet at all. I think I know that, or I have seen that the battle is similar to the battle in Shadowrun Returns that I have been playing a little bit. I think it's relatively similar. And I have seen a little bit about the base. There's at least pretty many options that are the same like in the very old UFO Xcom. But as such, I'm sure that the older one is still a little bit better, but it would be interesting to try this one out as well. So of course a strategical game, tactical game. Then there would be Dust and Illusion Tale, which I don't really know too much about, but it's a pretty game, and it would be an RPG adventure action platformer, kind of an indie mix. I think it might be a little nice story to play through, and as said, blind as well. Portal, on the other hand, would also be blind because I've never played it. I've seen a little bit about it, but even if I've seen some things, I don't remember anything, so it would be completely blind. Then there's a few games that are not going to be blind Let's Plays, like a Dragon Age Origins. I have played through it once. I've never played the DLCs that I actually have as well now, so there would be some things that I would have no knowledge about. But the main story I have played through, but I would really like to play it at some point as a role-playing experience, role-playing a commoner dwarf, and going from that path. So it would be interesting. I would also like to continue into the Dragon Age Awakening from it at some point, because I've never played it either. So, but as said, I kind of would like to start with the original one and then continue on forward. Then there would be a game that I personally love a lot, or which I have played plenty of times, the classical Arcanum, but I think that not too many people really know about it. You can't find too many let's plays of it, at least as many as I think it would deserve, and if you compare it to some games like Baldur's Gate 2 or something like that, there is not even remotely as many Arcanum let's plays. And I really just love the world of Arcanum. It's a steampunk world where there's been magic and industrialism is just starting to evolve. So I just love the full environment and the world of Arcanum. I would definitely be role-playing it, maybe even in Iron Man mode. Depends what maybe people want, because I think I could do it pretty well, even if it's not an easy combat, but still. And I would definitely be creating a technological character into this world and delve deeply into it, because I've never really played a technological character, very technological character, so it would be an interesting experience for me as well to really be able to use all those interesting things that you can do with technology in this game. So I would love to play it at some point. At some point I'm gonna play it, but not sure if right now. And then there's the next one is Nox, which I think is a little bit similar to Diablo in some ways. Not completely, but it's a little bit more action role-playing, I think. There's 3 different mage classes, I think, that you can be playing as. I haven't played it myself, I've seen a little bit of it from the very beginning. But as such, it is blind almost completely. It would be nice to play at some point as well. Then there is something a little bit different, as there's a Fall from Heaven 2 mod. That would be a mod for the Civilization 4. What Fall from Heaven 2 does is to convert the full Civilization 4's world into a fantasy area and a world. And I wouldn't want to just be playing as a strategy game, I would also want to mix up some role-playing into the same thing or the same experience. Like the most easiest maybe might be of playing an elf civilization, which would be getting a religion like Fellow of the Leaves, researched, and would be protecting the forests and animals and all this kind of stuff. There is a lot of interesting elements to Fall from Heaven 2, which I don't know all of them even remotely, but I would really like to be playing it again at some point. I've played a little bit of it, but I've never played really far with it nevertheless. But I think it would be very interesting. Then the next up would be Papers, Please, an indie game that is very interesting one. I have played it a little bit already actually in the recorded material that I have, but I just haven't gone really through with it completely. I only have basically, it's also blind let's play otherwise, but I have played the demo through beforehand, so as such I do know some things about it, but not nearly everything. But it is very interesting. It's about a person who has to support his family, but he is doing work of letting people into the country or denying them the possibility to come into the country. So basically the person who is responsible in letting only the right people in. But of course, well, are you gonna be working a little bit against or for the rebellions or some other things like this? Or are you just going to be only following the orders from the government? That's the question. And well, that is something to see about it then. Then the last one up would be I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. I've seen only the very beginning a little bit about this, and I think it would be an interesting experience. It is also a little bit like Sanitarium in a way, because it is an adventure horror point and click game. So it would be similar to Sanitarium in that sense, but I think it's a very weird game, but I would like to actually play it at some point. But those would be pretty much the games that would be the possibilities for me at this point, which I would like to start playing at some point or another. There's of course other games, you can success something else if you want to. I kind of have an idea which might be getting the most votes, but I'm nevertheless gonna be making this kind of a little, well, possibility for you to say your opinion. And any suggestions that you might have, what you would like to see me play from, even not on the list, are welcome. Of course, these games I all have, which kind of makes it way easier for me to start and go and play them and record them when I don't have all the, well, possibly all the newer games or such. But I hope this was an interesting video as such, and hope you can help me decide what I would like to play next. With continuing the other Let's Plays that I have going on as well, I kind of wonder if I should be starting a new one, but I really just want to be playing something new. I'm sorry. I like to play a lot of different games, which is sometimes a little bit problematic, I know. But thank you for watching, and I hope you will help me decide, and see you guys later.